Hey Parker. So I don't know if you know this, but there's still a pretty big stigma attached to women breastfeeding. Yes, we're gonna go there today. So it's kind of pretty much not even up for dispute that breastfeeding offers benefits for both the mother and the child in, in terms of lessening diseases, lessening the risk of asthma and diabetes and numerous other things for the baby and the mother. It it's not up for contest. It's been proven. But still, sometimes things happen that makes me not really even surprised that some women do not want to breastfeed at all. And that happened recently. So there was a woman on a airline. She was changing airplanes at Dulles International, which is a big airport. She asked an employee from United Airlines where she could pump breast milk for, her baby. Which isn't a weird question to ask. She asked for a private area, some places have like rooms where the mothers can go or whatever. Unfortunately, this woman, Liz Megan Cooper, was told that she could pump in the restroom. Obviously, the restroom is not the place you want to be preparing what is essentially food for someone. That's just not the place to be handling food or things that someone's going to consume. Naturally, the mother said, no, that's not sanitary, and she was then directed to what is even worse, because after this, I feel like the airline employee should have just, said, sorry, let me direct you to another person to ask, but, after this, she suggested a, pet relief area, which, is where pets go to the restroom. So, I don't understand the employee's rationale between, a normal bathroom where humans go, that's not sanitary, and then being told that, well, you can use the pet restroom then. The reasoning the employee said that she used was that the pet restroom hadn't been used much that day because there weren't many dogs coming through. That's still not a good reason. Unfortunately, this probably happens more often than we should have it happen. There's still very much a stigma against a woman breastfeeding in public, as, she typically frees her breast to provide to an infant, sometimes underneath a blanket, which, is always a nice thought. But that really freaks out some people for some reason, even though half of the population has them, sometimes more than half. And so, this is one of the weird things where there's, this stigma around it where I just don't quite get the rationale behind it. I understand that the stigma's there, and I can sort of see why it might be there, but I don't understand why people listen to it. Now, there may potentially be less stigma associated with breastfeeding than there was, say, 10 years ago, with, the sort of body reclamation movement and the free the nipple movement and all that. And some women are even being celebrated for breastfeeding in public. Namely, the example that comes to mind is the college graduate who was breastfeeding her child during graduation. And this all kind of goes back to the whole idea that women cannot show their top half. Makes no sense really, because it's just a body. It's skin. Some men do have breasts too. Just saying. Now, I am not a very ardent, fervent, excited, enthusiastic representative of the, free the nipple movement, but I do believe that there does need to be less stigma around women's bodies, especially in the realm of breastfeeding and, just in everyday life, because the whole issue with dress codes, which is a whole nother video. So Parker, this news story has been coming on the news all over the place, so because it's DC and it's DC news, so yeah, that's my video for today. I'll see you tomorrow, Parker. It's almost Friday for me, so DFTBA, stay super.